The Roundtable.
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds.
Lay on, gentlemen, and let them know what's what. Fire at will. It's time for action, gentlemen.
Gentlemen of the Roundtable.
What's the topic of discussion?
Civility, gentlemen. Always civility.
Oh, we're good to go, Marcus? Yeah. You sound checked and everything?
We doing this?
You did it?
You got my sound checked. All right.
Yeah, turn it all the way down.
You got mine?
That's perfect. All right, ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, Deal Beelzebub, thank you so much. This is my prayer. I am Ben. Very good. I want to pray that Kevin's new show that got picked up on True TV fails. Immediately fails. It's off the air. He's a failure. No one watched it. No one liked it. Everyone hates him. Kevin Barnett got a new show on True TV. I pray it fails. It fails. It fails. Nobody watches it. Everybody hates him. They say Kevin's fat. He's ugly. No one wants to look at his face. And the show fails and fails. Isn't that fun? Amen. Amen. No, obviously, congratulations, Mr. Kevin Barnett, on selling a show to True TV. That's another Roundtable success story.
It's a grand old flag. It's a high-flying flag.
That's good. All right, everyone. Welcome to the Roundtable of Gentlemen. Let's just go through the names as we always do.
Jackie Zebrowski. I'm feeling like a little picky today, but I'm also happy for Kevin Barnett. And I love you.
And Jackie will be in the pilot episode, I believe.
Ed Larson. Try the soup.
That's very good.
That's very good.
Holdenators, ho! All right, so by this point, you will have known the episode is coming on tonight, but by the time this episode shows up, you will find out I'm the Yellow King. That's right. I killed the girls. Thank you, Holdenators.
Just what that pitch is. It's the pitch that he hits.
I've been gone this for like 2 months, and it still hurts just to hear your voice.
Yeah, man.
Kevin Barnett, I'm here.
That's right.
It's like a rat getting raped.
It does sound like a rat getting raped there, Holden McNeely's voice. But Holden
Let's go on a date.
Holden referenced True Detective, and of course, the director of True Detective was at the Murder Fish show last night, and he loved it.
He loved it.
Loved the show.
Called Jackie a true talent.
Oh my God, and I puddled, and I said, I'm sorry, my pants are
She was
wet.
up to her ankles in it.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. The fish swims by, I'm sure. In the Chuckle Hut, we got Meatball. Thanks for being here, Meatball.
How's everybody doing?
Very good.
National Meatball Day today.
Is it?
It's National Meatball Day.
Wow, that's great.
So we got the meatball on.
Do you feel and you got you have a meat grinder on your hat.
We went to the meatball shop. We got him a hat.
Wow.
Yeah, we ate some meatballs on Meatball Day with the meatball.
That makes all the sense in the world. I've never known anyone who buys apparel from the meatball shop.
Yeah. Meatball does.
Everything kind of came up meatball today. It was just, it was how it happened.
Is that a good thing? I don't know. Coming up meatball?
That's a little bit disgusting.
Man, I come meatballs. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, I wish. Oh, my God. I would fuck any man that came meatballs.
Yeah, well, you can stop that sentence after I would fuck any man. Hello. All right, Monroe Martin is here as well.
Hello. Fuck Kevin's success.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
And welcome to the show, man. That's so nice.
Fuck you and Jermaine and the other black people on the show.
Guaranteed you'll never be on.
Hey, man. Fuck it.
That's great. And Monroe, you have a great podcast as well that you do.
Yes,
What's the name of that one?
Cracked Up.
Cracked Up.
I'm a Becky Ass fan and me.
All right, we'll give that a listen also. And let's go to Marcus with some news stories.
Yes, indeed. A Tampa Bay deal.
What was that? What's wrong with you? You're being creepy today.
God damn, man. Get a hold. Do you want us to start over?
Is it because of True Detective?
I'm fine.
Is time a flat circle? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now?
A Tampa police investigation is underway Friday after an entire family, including a pregnant woman and 2 young children, were hospitalized as a result of eating LSD-laced meat.
Fuck yeah. Trip out. Unicorns slitting your throats.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'm game.
My mom called me to tell me about this, and she's like, I didn't think they gave that shit away for free anymore.
According to reports, it all began Monday night when 24-year-old Ronnie Morales complained he felt sick after eating dinner. Morales' girlfriend, 31-year-old Jessica Rosado, drove him to St. Joseph Hospital, but it wasn't too long before she too fell ill. Rosado, who was 9 months pregnant, was rushed to St. Joseph Joseph's Women's Hospital, where they safely delivered the baby.
That's me one cool ass baby, man.
Wearing sunglasses right out.
When once I become a millionaire, I'm just gonna soak steaks in acid, fucking grill them up, and just live my life to the most extreme.
You're gonna do this when you're wealthy. All right. Yeah. What kind of meat was it? Was it a salami? I feel like salami is probably the grossest meat to trip nuts on.
You can't get drugs into a salami.
I don't know.
You gotta let it soak.
No, steaks.
It's a steak, though.
It's gotta be steaks.
It was just a
steak.
steak.
I mean, well, it's the stock footage on the news story is steaks, but it doesn't specify which meat. But I would imagine steaks.
Yeah. What do you think?
Ground beef.
You want ground beef?
Tampa, poor people. Ground beef.
Man, that's a real hamburger helper.
Absolutely. Come on, that was
That was good enough.
I like
that was good enough. It's early yet. Get warmed up.
I was going to say Happy Meal.
Happy Meal, yeah, it's good.
Far more
Yeah, it's for kids.
Imagine that, being born with your third eye already open.
That's amazing.
It's a real lucky baby. There's no doubt about it.
Oh yeah.
I feel like babies are just tripping their asses off their whole childhood anyway.
Yeah, anyways,
Oh,
you see a
definitely.
baby run around, it's just like it can't focus. It just goes off the one corner, goes to the next.
Stares at its hand for 2 days.
Play with the ball, play with the blocks, play with the ball, play with the blocks.
You can give a baby a fucking stick. He's entertained for hours. That's a high ass. That's like the highest thing I've ever done.
Laughs when it sees a dog.
Yeah. For no fucking reason. I'm just like, why are you laughing?
Yeah. Monroe, you ever taken any hallucinogens, any acid or mushrooms, shit like that?
Nah.
Nothing at all.
I don't smoke anything. I drink.
Well, you got to try the meat in Florida.
Yeah.
But your podcast is called Cracked Up. I thought you guys did meth or something, right?
Yeah.
We interview people who have been on meth. Other fucked up people.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, I'm afraid to do drugs. I've eaten brownies twice.
Oh, okay.
Like normal brownies.
Oh,
You should really try some more.
I know.
Starting with that gluten drug.
I've eaten weed brownies twice. That's it.
Did you freak out or something?
I didn't like that. I was getting drunk and then I ate like a half a tray because I didn't know. My roommate made it and then I ate it. She was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then I just stayed in one spot laughing for like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Isn't that great?
No, I needed to get shit done.
Yeah. Like, there is nothing worse than taking drugs on accident than having to do shit. When I took ecstasy, I was just hanging out with my friend. I didn't know it was ecstasy. A friend of mine just gave me a pill when I was in the dorms, and I had a John Madden.
Still a pill.
I know, but I thought it was just
eat pills.
Well, he told me to eat it. He was a respectable guy. He was a respectable. His name
What's
was
that? Pills? I'm gonna eat the fuck out of it.
Well, I trusted him.
Probably just vitamins.
He was the first guy I ever smoked weed with a gas mask on. So I did the whole gas. He was a respectable drug dealer, is what I'm saying. But I had a John Madden football party to do, so we were playing John Madden football, and I was tripping nuts on ecstasy.
Like, massage me while I fucking.
Dude, it was so bad because my thumbs felt like they were really hurting. But I was just playing a video game, and then every time my players would get hit, I'd be like, ugh, you know. But I never actually felt any pain, and people just thought I was real
This
dumb.
is a really bad story.
It was good though. It was the worst story.
It's bad.
It's terrible,
Well, I thought it was kind of
Who takes
exciting.
ecstasy and then plays Madden? That's
Well, I had a Madden.
Who has a Madden party? That's the
Well, there wasn't like.
I once took ecstasy and saw a midnight showing of Blue Velvet.
That's awesome.
Okay.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, it was weird.
I'll tell you, you got to try playing Madden on it. That was nuts.
We used to eat ecstasy.
I'm serious. The players were going to get hit. I felt
about Madden.
Yeah.
We used to go fishing on ecstasy.
That sounds
Never understood that.
That is hilarious.
sad when you see the fish struggling on the line.
Yeah, didn't you feel too much?
No. It's just a stupid fish.
I could not eat red
Yeah,
meat.
you're
if I'm
talking to the
tripping.
guy who took mushrooms and boiled a lobster alive after giving it a name.
That's true.
Hung out with it for a couple hours too.
If he could,
What was the name?
if he could live with a bear and not get killed, he would. You know,
Oh, my
that's the kind
God.
of person we're talking about.
Meatball, how would you
I'd
feel?
bury a bear.
Yeah. Meatball, how would you feel if a bunch of people put acid inside you and then ate you?
What?
Yeah.
After I was filled with acid?
Yeah.
That's a party.
It's a loaded.
Yeah.
Be a terrifying way to go.
I would feel honored. I'd feel pretty
would
honored.
feel it.
Yeah.
You know, because I was the main course.
That's right. You were the entertainment for the night.
It was the entertainment for the night.
Definitely.
I mean, it ends there. The story ends there for me. But
Yeah, I mean, you got eaten.
Yes, I
You
got
were full of
eaten.
acid.
But you know,
Yeah, definitely. I
That's-
would not want to be eaten alive if I was tripping on acid, but I think I would let people nonch on me if I was like coked out of my brain or something like that. That would be better.
Yeah, because you feel like you can't be eaten.
Yeah. It's kind of exciting. You know what I'm saying, Jackie?
I don't know if I like this talk.
All right, Marcus. Anything else with the meat story?
Yeah, absolutely. The situation worsened after getting to the hospital as Rosado's young daughters, ages 7 and 6, also got sick and reportedly began hallucinating.
Fuck yeah.
Everyone ate the fucking meat.
Everyone ate
Where
the
did they
acid
get the meat from?
They got it from a store, just a grocery store in Tampa. They got it at a Walmart.
Walmart.
Yeah, they got it at a Walmart in Tampa.
So somebody went home and just like sprinkled a bunch of salt on whatever they thought was on something, and they started licking it like, I think this is the salt. So if this is the salt, then where is the acid? And then the acid was all over the meat.
Yeah.
God, we got to go to this grocery store.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Someone probably did it before it was packaged, or maybe even in the package.
And it said that Walmart has removed the specific type of meat from their shelves. And released
the LSD meat.
The LSD meat, yeah. They released the following statement in regard to the incident. Like everyone else in the community, we are deeply disturbed about this situation, and we are taking it very seriously. We want answers, and we're committed to working with officials to get to the bottom of this.
Right. But that's the thing, though, is like they remove that specific type of meat. It's like if someone's running around throwing acid on meat, they're not just doing it to one brand. It's like, I'm going to drug this fucking meat, but only Purdue chicken.
That's right. Only that ground chuck.
They have standards,
That's
right?
the tripping meat.
You know, it'd be fucked up and evil if you dipped a bullet in some acid and then shot a dude.
That would be fucked.
yeah.
You could buy the bullets at Walmart.
But it'll come right off. So
Liquid acid, I don't know. Maybe wouldn't it stay on?
It would get so hot in the gun, though.
Yeah.
It would just burn right off.
Yeah, it would probably burn off.
Oh, okay, because that'd be great. You shoot him like in the belly, it's like, yeah, you're dying. And you're tripping fucking balls.
Or you just fill his bullet hole full of acid.
Oh, yeah, I guess you
shoot
could
him
do
and then,
that.
just
or just
pour a bunch of
offer him
liquid
acid and shoot him.
Yeah.
Be a nice person.
Hey, you thought it was nice! Bang!
I got you, you fucking idiot. Drugs are illegal, bitch. Yeah, that's very Jeffrey Dahmer of you to fill his wound with a bunch of drugs, Eddie. That's very good.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's no more acid. So people in what town in Florida is this?
Tampa.
This is everything in fucking Florida. So people aren't rushing to the Walmart right now to buy the meat. It's already thrown away. It's already in the garbage.
No, they're about to dump
It's half price.
It's probably half price, yeah.
Oh, there's going to be so many homeless people tripping fucking nuts.
Oh my god.
Homeless people? You mean just regular people?
Well, now it's regular people that know it's all. Yeah, this is going to be an epidemic. A bunch of people are going to be fucking freaking out in Tampa. And I mean, Tampa seems like the worst city to possibly trip, right?
Jackie?
Yes.
It is. It's all dumpsters and bags blown in the wind.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I like
they think
Tampa,
it's
man.
they think it's a city, but it's not. It's just a fucking facade of a city. It's like, but we have a nightclub. And we've got all this fucking LSD. There's no drugs. There's not enough drugs. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's not enough homeless people.
You're right, man. I did go to Tampa and I liked it, but I was fooled. There was a lot of mirrors there.
Mirrors.
Could be anything.
Smoke.
Isn't that the place with the highest suicide rate, Tampa?
Probably.
I believe it is.
No, Seattle, right?
No, I think Tampa took it recently.
Tampa
I read it on
Seattle.
a list of the worst cities in America. Tampa, I believe.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yes.
The Tampa, St. Petersburg area has the highest suicide rate in the country.
What numbers? Where their number at?
1 out of 2.
50%. And the other 50% are too fucking tripped out of their minds to pull the trigger.
Oh wait, this was in 1983.
Oh wow! So they have a long history.
Yeah. 19 out of every 19 out of every 100,000 people.
Oh, that's not too many.
Yeah, the national average is 12 out of every 100,000.
All right,
but they also had like the highest murder rate or something for a while too.
Tampa,
Ybor City, man.
Yeah,
Ybor City is fucking dangerous.
Ybor City, that's what it's called.
YBOR.
Sounds like a level on Sonic. I don't believe it.
Yeah, Ybor. Yeah, definitely. I love Tampa, though. Yeah, Florida's falling apart, but you enjoyed the experience there. You like the ladies of Tampa,
it there,
Kevin?
man. It's great. That's where Brandon's from, man. The dude that we tricked in the
Lick-a-dick.
Yeah, he's from the hood in Tampa.
Oh, no, I gotta go.
Dick.
Well, Kevin can tell the story.
I already told it on here, man.
Yeah, well, Kevin basically tricked a friend who was blackout drunk. He just told him that he licked a dick the night before, and the guy was extremely homophobic, and then they didn't tell him that it was a lie until 3 years later, after the man went through therapy.
He's from the hood, man. He's from the straight up hood. Man. I sold a gun with this dude once, man. That dude is out there killing niggas and licking dicks.
He was so upset. What? What? Oh, my God. Yeah, that's a fucking great joke. All right, Marcus. Anything else from Tampa?
Oh, no. Let's move on to Oklahoma.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, that's much better.
An Oklahoma man ended up stuck in his city's drainage pipes for 2 days, all because he lost a $20 bill.
My goodness.
The man told
drainage pipes.
Law in Oklahoma. The man told police he dropped the money into a storm drain, so he went in after it. Apparently, he got lost and couldn't find a way back out. Finally,
how couldn't he find his way back out?
He got lost.
Go up. Yeah, go to the light.
Fucking place you came from.
2 days in a drainage pipe. That is 1.5 days too long. I'll give you 4 hours of being lost in a drainage pipe. That's it.
This guy's gonna be horrible at video games.
Oh, definitely.
This is Lawton, Oklahoma. Lawton is not a big town.
Okay.
Less than 100,000 people.
A small town guy. So this is actually very exciting for him. The first day.
Just what Ed said. I can just see this dude lost in the water temple of Ocarina of Time Zelda for like 8 years.
I don't get this game.
If I was lost for 2 months, that dude is trapped forever.
Sad.
After 2 days, some students walking home heard him yelling for help from a manhole. Officers removed the manhole and found the man. He was a bit disoriented and dehydrated, but otherwise fine. He never found his $20 bill.
$20 fucking dollars. You go down there for $20. I was hoping it was like $100 bill.
2 days of your life, he lost his job.
$20, which doesn't go that far these days.
He doesn't have an iPhone. You can just fucking Google map it.
Not anymore. It's all filled with fucking shit crystals.
Yeah, that's true. Jackie, how much money would it take you to go down on a drainage pipe? I mean, I don't even know. It'd be $1,000 bucks.
Yeah, I would never go down.
I'd go down for $1,000.
I would go down for $1,000, but that's. It's full of shit and disease. And
it takes you that much? $200.
Yeah, $200. I'll be like, I gotta get
to crawl down into a drainage pipe.
No, you have to pay a lesser man $50.
Your money's down on the pipe.
Go down and get the money.
Oh, and he's going to bring you back the money
He'll
too.
bring you
He's
back
going to
the
bring
money.
right
Well, what's
back.
he gonna do? Just live down there? He's like, I'm keeping this $20.
Wait
Go
by
to
the
the
top of
hole.
the hole with a bat.
You gotta
You
come
can
up.
beat him to death and take all the money.
Give me half of the money, or I'll
So why
fucking
would you be walking around with just $1,000 in your pocket?
I don't even know. I mean, I don't know.
Waving it around like
There was one time though when I used to work for the moving company, and that shit was terrifying because we used to park our trucks like straight up in the hood, like in Bed-Stuy, in this lot, and the place was like, the lot was owned by like Puerto Rican gangsters. They're like, yo, that's Turo. You talk to him. He's cool. They have some gangsters standing out there, and they were cool. But when they weren't there, it was just crackheads and whoever walking around.
Right.
And we would have like thousands of dollars that we were just counting in cash at like 4 a.m. There was one time where I had to walk 2 miles because I had to take care of the money till the next day. I had to walk 2 miles in the hood, 4 a.m. with $3,500 on me cash.
You are so lucky the NYPD didn't arrest you.
That's the thing, because you know it's in your pocket, you become a target. Because your eyes
so
just light up. You're just like, don't touch me. No one look at me.
But a target forever if the cops pull you over. So why do you have all this money? Oh, you're a mover, huh? Very interesting.
Keeping
Highly
the
doubt
money for the
it.
night.
Yeah, or you just get shot for the fucking $3,500.
I'm surprised nobody. One dude got mugged. I think they like stabbed him a little bit and they took the money. But other than that,
wait, it was continue working for that company?
Yeah, man, it was a great company.
Intense move.
You stabbed him a little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a tip.
Just a tip. He wasn't like.
Or was it a tiny knife?
He wasn't like seriously injured. He just stabbed him a little bit and took his money.
A little bit. That's fucked up. You got to cut me all the way. If
that shit was horrifying.
And stick it in me.
Yeah.
Then, give me a cool story.
Because it's like, I can stick you or I can cut you.
Yeah, don't fucking cut me.
What do you prefer? You want to cut or you want to stick?
I like the cut fight.
You like a cut fight?
Yeah, slice. Yeah, slice them up.
Monroe, you're a sticker though.
Yeah.
You're more likely to die from a stick. Like a stick's gonna kill you.
Yeah, that's the coolest story.
Oh yeah.
I almost died as a fucking dude sliced me.
Yeah. I got a bunch of loose skin on my stomach. Maybe it would be nice if I got mugged and someone just like sliced it all off.
A little off.
Yeah.
And they whisper in your ear, I just did you a favor.
Yeah, like, well, you're the weirdest but best doctor I've ever had.
I'll tell you what, man, I bet your fucking meat's drug infested. I bet you can fucking trip some balls off of that shit.
Yes, I bet they could.
Ladies?
I don't know. No ladies ever tasted my meat. I don't know. I don't even know what I had the sentence and then I said it, but then now I feel bad about it. So
maybe you should take 5.
I'm done. Yeah, I got to take 38. How long is this show? How much longer do we have? I'll take 44 and then close it out. That's about right. So this poor guy. But he's fine now.
He's fine. Like I said, just disoriented and a little dehydrated.
He's fine.
He had shit water to drink. Yeah, water.
I think he's faking.
Would you pay attention to that?
I think he's faking it.
You think he's faking it?
I think he wants to write a book.
Chapter 1, I was covered in shit. Chapter 2, still covered in shit.
I don't trust anything these days. Everybody's trying to get something on TV.
I mean, this guy doesn't seem like that Fry character who wrote A Million Little Pieces. No. I mean, he just seems like an innocent guy.
I will say when I was younger, like 13, and I wanted to be a mutant, so I'd go down in the drainage ditch for like a couple days, just to try to become a monster man.
And make friends.
Yeah, and make some friends with the fucking eels down there.
I think this is the first time you've ever broken character on this show, Holden.
Yeah.
That's the truest story you've ever told.
I'd go down there, I'd cry about it, and hope that I get a third arm or a fucking extra ear.
Then they'll treat you differently, and then you won't be cool.
Yeah. The extra ear kind of happened.
Yeah. A little bit just like, I'm going to fuck that dude with the extra limbs.
I just thought girls were into that.
No.
Maybe some, though. Kevin, what were you going to say?
I don't even remember, man. I was listening to that weird ass shit.
That is weird, man.
You know, Holden, I would not stop though. If I heard somebody screaming from a manhole, I would just keep on walking.
Yeah.
What do you do? I mean, I can't deal with all this nonsense.
I think
it's called 311.
Yeah, I suppose.
It's going to take a couple minutes out of your day.
911.
It might be an emergency. He is stuck in a manhole. It just seems too insane to even deal with.
Call 311. It's like, what do I do if someone's stuck in a manhole?
Call the cops.
Call 911.
Call
411. Do you want me to connect you? Nah, I'll take care of it.
Yeah, I got it all figured out. Marcus, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to say, I have a story for Holden that is of your interest. I think you'd like this one.
That's great.
The city of Grand Rapids, Michigan says it's now okay to annoy thy neighbor.
Holdenators ho.
A section of the city code stating that no person shall willfully annoy another person is set to be struck from the books after 38 years next Tuesday.
Wow. What's the first thing you do to annoy your neighbor, Holden?
Move in. That's definitely number one.
Yeah, move in for sure. Definitely crash on the couch for a little bit. Bring my cymbals and my tambourines, of course, for 3 a.m. Fucking wake up your fucking ass party.
All your tin cups.
Yeah, all my tin cups, all my oils and things, so I can just like roll around. I got some of my old slime saved up from college.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Bring that and douse the slime on myself. Just kind of get all on their sheets when they're away. Put sand in the sheets.
Yeah.
Yell at them for like a good while, like 4 or 5 hours, right? And then just break like the legs of different chairs so that it looks like they're still standing, but when they sit in them, they fucking bust their fucking
I like
ass.
that game.
Yeah, this is actually kind of fun. You're kind of a fun neighbor.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's the new Home Alone.
I really miss seeing Kevin like visibly annoyed and disturbed at home.
Yeah, he sits next to me. They make him do it.
Yeah. I've been taking the full brunt of being exhausted with Holden, but now it's nice. You have
it's like having to visualize the things he talks about is a real problem.
It's not good.
Yeah, like a koala with a bare, naked, shaved ass.
Yeah. Fucking horns growing out of its ears.
Sure, why not?
Now Jackie is disgusted. So basically, in Grand Rapids, it's now illegal once again to annoy your neighbor.
You can now annoy your neighbor, yes.
Okay.
They said it was they should have struck it down because it was a strike against free speech.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's a part of our First Amendment rights to be able to annoy those around us.
No, that's
You don't
dumb.
think so?
Yeah.
No, it's fucking idiot. I say chop the tits off.
What?
Shop
the annoyer?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I just think that was a go-to sentence that wasn't thought out at all, but it was just like,
No,
chop
I
tits
was
up.
paying attention.
Jackie, what happened?
Arguably, that sentence had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, I would agree.
I was looking like, is there more?
No, just chop them off.
Yeah.
Chop the titties.
I was thinking in my head, I think it would be great to like annoy a neighbor if you had a next door neighbor and you know what they look like and you just draw pictures of them and just like slide it under their door every day.
That's a good one.
Just like of different scenarios they're in.
We had a dude across the hall in college. His name was Rob, and we hated him from the first day because I think that's when the first Call of Duty came out on a PC, and it was on the local area network. So everybody's name came up, and just random people from the dorm was jumping in. And this dude came in named Handsome Rob the Assassin. And we all fucking hated him because he played like a fuck. And then we found out it was a dude across the hall, and like literally the entire year, every day we would draw pictures of him and slide it under his door. And then we went into his dorm one time and took a picture of him sleeping. He looked real, like he was really kind of misshapen, weird looking dude. He always did this weird thing with his hands. And
Handsome Rob?
We took a picture of Handsome Rob in his tidy whities and then put him up as running for president of the dorm.
Oh man, you ran
love
his
that.
Did that shit all over the place. He was obsessed with Coke Zero for some reason. We thought he was a fucking idiot because of that.
Yeah.
And every time, because his roommate didn't care either, he'd leave the door open, he would buy a new 12-pack like every week. And every week we would go into his dorm and just open up every single individual can and just leave.
Now who is doing this? Now I must know who is doing this.
I just wonder, like, how many people you single-handedly put into therapy.
I know, it's amazing.
How many dudes?
It's so manipulative and so fucking small.
So evil.
All I see is that one scene from Billy Madison with Steve Buscemi and like the lipstick.
Yeah.
You know, it's just-
Yeah, Kevin, you better call and apologize to this dude.
He's got the list.
He's going to shoot you in the fucking
do that to
head.
someone though. That's such a great.
It's the worst.
Like if they keep stealing your beers and you just go into the fridge, just open up all their beer and just leave it
That's
in
the
the
best.
six pack.
Not even stealing.
He's
it.
not
You're
even
just
stealing
ruining it all.
Just ruining it.
For nobody.
I mean, it might not.
Nobody gets it.
It worked.
The sink gets it.
It wouldn't work for us, though. It'd be like, oh, somebody came in and opened all the beers for me.
Did he
I'll
ever
drink it.
man up and say anything to you?
He would get mad, but like, what could he really do? He was.
He's Handsome Rob.
It was one against probably 500. And
Was he
everyone
good
was against him?
Was he good at Call of Duty?
Oh, he was great, but he also played like an asshole. We hated him just because of that.
Like he hit out and then sniped you?
Yeah, he would just like he would
people.
camp and just snipe everybody.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
fuck
so
'em.
fucking funny.
Oh, he's the assassin.
And he was always on, so we couldn't like every time we went on, he would be on and join in. We couldn't even like get away from it.
He was too good.
Even after all the.
No, it would just make it worse.
Yeah,
Like,
even
he would
worse.
just out of spite.
That's the only thing he could do to get back.
Yeah.
It's so funny, Meatball. You make the analogy with Buscemi because, of course, he was going to snipe that dude in Happy Madison, and this guy got to do it on the video games, which probably saved your life. You know, the fact that he could like get it out in the virtual world probably stopped him from knifing you while you slept.
Or he was practicing every single day.
Yeah.
Or that.
Yeah,
Oh,
we can't
shit.
just breathe
You
it.
will find out what he can do.
Definitely.
Well, I've always been convinced I only got a couple years left. So,
Yeah, between Lick a Dick Dude and this dude, you are fucking a marked man. You are going to die at any time. That is amazing. Did he ever go to you and be like, Kevin, have you seen anybody come into my room and open up all my Coke
Oh,
Zeros?
yeah.
And you're like, no, man, I haven't seen anything.
Shut the fuck up, handsome.
Why would somebody do that? That's so dumb.
The dumbest thing I've ever heard, Handsome Rob.
Within a month, he was totally aware of who was doing it. We kept doing it.
It's also
How'd you have access to his room?
Because his roommate would leave the door open. We just go
his roommate
in.
must have hated him.
Yeah. So we would just completely just ruin this kid.
Oh, that's so fucking funny, man. Yeah. And then it's also like you can't complain. Like, they're opening my Coke Zeros. And I'm like, it's like such a bitch complaint.
Fuck your soda.
We almost got him
really
kicked out of the dorm one time because one
How'd
day
you get him kicked out? You guys are fucking. You were malicious.
They were shooting bottle rockets off in the hallway towards because there was like the guys' side and the girls' side. So we were just shooting off these bottle rockets, and then of course that was a huge problem for the door.
Yes.
So they came in, and there was a trail of gunpowder that we let from the girls' side of the dorm right to his door.
Oh my god!
They bought that.
This
was Osceola, right?
Cartoon?
No, this is
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we should have never let Elmer Fudd in here. We got to kick him out of this university. So you just put gunpowder straight up to his door, and I'm sure he was in his room playing Call of Duty that whole time.
Yeah. So he almost got kicked out.
Yeah,
That
he's
is
just they
fucking
come in to
so
like
funny.
check on him. He's just like got a headset on and like playing like gun games. And he's like, no, it wasn't me.
Yeah, sure it wasn't. And what's with all these open Coke Zeros, you lunatic?
No
You're
one
on
takes
drugs.
Zero.
All right, Marcus. Any other news here with this one?
Well, speaking of the law, I got a couple of weird laws from around the United States. Ben, you've been working on some weird law stuff lately.
Yep, I like that.
Yeah. This is in Alabama. It's a Class B felony to knowingly exploit a bear.
Exploit. How do you exploit
Gay
it?
man?
Exploit
Or
me.
like
Yeah, like shave its nuts.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like get it hard. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
no. You can get it hard. You just can't put it on videotape.
I see.
Point at his dick.
That's illegal.
That's to discourage bear wrestling.
Oh,
yeah,
the bears are smaller down there, and they actually can wrestle them.
Yeah,
Really?
The penalty is 2 years in prison or a $30,000 fine
for bear wrestling. But they don't die in this bear wrestling, right? They just tussle around.
I'm not really sure what bear wrestling is.
I imagine there's a decent kill count.
Yeah, I saw a video of like a 13-year-old somewhere a while ago, like in Russia, and he was just wrestling a bear, like for training.
The Russians love wrestling.
Winning.
Bears.
Yeah, no, he was he was crushing his bear.
You can beat a bear.
Yeah, you declaw it, rip its teeth out, have a good time.
There was a program, I watched an episode of that show, like I Survived or whatever, and it was about a dude who had to fight a bear, and he beat the shit out of this bear, and he was exhausted, and I think he only had this has to be a Russian guy.
Yeah, we're watching a video right now. We'll post
That's Vladimir Putin.
We'll post this on the Roundtable page. This is a Russian man wrestling with a bear.
I didn't even know it. And look at the Russians about to... This bear is going to fuck this dude.
Oh, they're just friends.
Wait, does the bear have teeth because he bit him?
I think so.
I think they're buddies, and when the bear bites him, he doesn't really mean it. It's like wrestling with your friend's pit bull.
One.
Yeah.
You guys are just having a good time.
Oh, I've got a pit bull story.
Oh,
all right, let's do that.
Who the fuck is Crazy Eyes right there?
Yeah.
A Florida man is behind bars for allegedly having sex with a pit bull in his front yard as shocked neighbors pleaded with him to stop.
Take it to the backyard, man.
Is that the plead?
Yeah.
Just get it out of my eyesight.
Please stop. Please stop.
Just get him off the goddamn pit bull.
Would that be legal in Des Moines or wherever with the
annoy your neighbor
you're
law?
allowed to annoy your neighbors
that is very annoying.
It's an elaborate annoyance. Yeah,
very elaborate. And you know what? Also Tampa.
Wow.
Double Tampa stories.
If I saw something like that, I might blow my brains out.
Those
do we know this guy wasn't?
I'm over here, and I feel like he's still looking at me.
Yeah. Look at this guy's eyes.
Yeah, no, this guy's tripping nuts. This guy ate the meat.
He's looking at you from that.
He definitely ate the meat. Look at his eyes.
He definitely ate the meat from Walmart. No doubt about it.
My word.
Yeah, there's no pupils.
Yeah.
It's all black.
That's not the dude you stop fucking a pit bull. If he's fucking a pit bull, he's gonna fuck that pit bull.
Yeah. Right? You're just happy he's not fucking a kid.
Exactly.
As soon as he's done, you just walk up to that dog and shoot it in the head.
Yeah, you let that pit bull get his revenge. That's what you do. You get it a treadmill and some gunpowder.
Yeah. Go through a trading scene with him.
DMX camp, and you let that fucking
place all his teeth with bullets and shit.
Oh, that would be great. Bullet tooth pit bull.
Tampa police were called to the house of Bernard Marsonic Tuesday afternoon after the 57-year-old was reportedly witnessed performing the sick act in broad daylight. When officers arrived on scene, they were greeted by a small crowd of residents who were disturbed by their neighbor's activity with the dog. Several of the witnesses stated they had yelled at the suspect to stop, but he ignored their command.
Look at that dog's mugshot, though. I'm sorry, look at that dog.
Do they have a dog picture?
It's just a picture. It's a stock picture of a pit bull.
Oh, okay.
I just can't believe he stayed hard while the people were asking, please stop. Please.
I just can't
it's
believe
what else was he fucking?
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. Why doesn't the mob just break up the sex between the dog and the person?
People
you can't
scared
do that.
Beat him to death. In Tampa, you are allowed to beat a man to death.
True, I think that legally. Yes.
Especially when it comes to dogs. Of all things, Tampa's the biggest piece of shit. But a lot of dogs are the family part of the family.
Totally, yeah.
And I just cut his dick off. Shove it in his mouth.
I would say, I guess, in the defense of the guy, pit bulls can be very vicious, and if the pit bull didn't bite his dick off and whatnot, I guess it might have liked it. I suppose
that's why people are scared. Because first of all, that nigga looks crazy as shit.
Yep.
And you don't know how the dog felt about being fucked. You might have loved it. You pull that dog apart, all of a sudden you got a whole war between that dude and the dog. So people are not going to do it. I understand it.
Yeah, this guy he was a dangerous man. He was a convicted felon, and inside his home, cops found a gun, ammunition, and 8 other large pit bulls.
Oh, he was fucking them. He's trying to breed like a human dog thing.
It reminds me of that documentary, Born into Brothels.
Yeah.
Born into Brothels. These poor pit bull whores.
This guy's like the fucking Hugh Hefner of pit bulls.
Yeah. No, I don't want to fuck you today. I don't want to fuck you today.
I feel like there should be an instant warrant for anybody who has crazy eyes to be able to just check out their house real quick.
Mm-hmm. You want to have
nutty fucking eyes like that. Obviously, they got something weird in there. It's they're just, maybe they just have some weird fetish where they like dudes dressed up like leather reindeer or something. And that's fine. That's legal.
Yeah.
But other times we're going to find pit bulls with fucking extra holes,
I mean, so you want just it's illegal to look real weird.
I think it's not illegal, but we should be able to give you your inside your house looky-loo. That's all I'm saying.
Right, so you just want a bunch of people looking at our house.
When
Just
you
one.
No.
Stop and frisk. That's all that is.
Yeah.
Actually,
But for crazy people.
Yeah,
For crazy people.
Holden would get stopped
You have
constantly.
nutty fucking eyes.
I don't like your eyes. Can I see your bad blue?
Like this is taking stop and frisk a step further.
I like it. I bet we find a lot more shit with goddamn big-eyed people.
Sure, maybe. Maybe. He must have been drugged out of his mind.
Had to have been.
9 pit bulls, though. That's an awful lot.
Damn. A lot of
He must have been a fairly good pit bull father to take care of 9 of them. I mean,
Also,
that's
I feel
expensive.
like
I mean, other than having sex with them in the front
If
yard.
the pit bull was wet, it was consensual.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's kind of true.
That's how it is.
It does seem like the toughest dog to have sex with. Like a St. Bernard, a Labrador, you're like, yeah, they're sort of submissive, trainable dogs. A pit bull isn't messing around.
Until this moment, I've never thought of a dog getting wet.
I haven't either.
I mean, every mammal has to get wet.
I've never even fathomed that.
You know, because he had to have fucked these dogs a lot in his own house.
Definitely. I mean,
And
he's
so
doing
he had
it-
to make the
yeah.
conscious decision. He's got 9 pit bulls in his house. He's like, you're the prettiest. You're my favorite.
Right.
I'm going to take you outside and fuck you in front of everyone. This is how I'm going
Yeah.
to tell everyone. This is how I'm going to come out as a dog fucker.
Also, the other ones probably get jealous, so you can't do it in front of them all the time.
Oh,
Sure,
yeah. He
it's
probably
like
gets bit in the ass and stuff like that while he's fucking them.
Yeah, it's like that reality show that Holden and you like so much. It's not Big Love. What's it called? The polygamist one.
Oh, Sister Wives.
Sister Wives. Yeah.
It is not like Sister Wives.
I mean, it's similar. You got to take them out of the room in front of. You can't have
Love
sex
should be
with one of the
multiplied, not
sisters.
divided. All
Puppy
right.
wives.
Sex with all of them?
Yeah, this guy has to have sex with all of his wives. I would assume. Yeah, I mean, not
Doesn't
like a guy.
have to.
But he can't
likes
like
to.
just act like permissions. Like I'm gonna go fuck her. You go chill here.
They have days.
TV.
Yeah, they have
different
days.
days, but they don't have sex ever together. They said that we don't do any of that weird stuff.
Yeah, they don't do any of that weird
So
stuff.
weird.
Yeah, even though they all live in like 5 different houses on the same block, but they don't do anything weird with each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they have different days where they bang each other, and even the biggest, grossest one gets her pussy fucking filled up.
They get along the best.
Yeah.
I like it. He said, "Get your pussy filled up."
Oh yeah, it is filled with his seed.
Cody fucking jams are good.
Man.
Get your portion of dick meat.
Cody is the guy there from the show.
Scoops or
Yeah.
3, yeah. Just fucking filled her up with loads, and she's got the most kids out of all.
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
She's got the
Fat
most.
women have a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Thank God. Ooh, I can't wait.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, the fucking eels that'll come out of you.
Oh man, they're gonna slither right out.
All right, let's move on. Jeez,
Move on. Hell no. You know what I found? I found another instance of a human having sex with a pit bull in a yard, this time in Las Vegas, and it was a woman. In the backyard.
Okay, but she
Oh,
was
I
receiving. See, receiving, I don't feel
See,
so
I don't
bad
feel
about.
like
Dogs
that's more
got little
fun.
dicks, so it don't really count.
That's not true. There's some major donk on a dog.
Yeah, and
they
a
puff
dog.
up like a softball
Yeah,
inside.
they puff up, and then you can't get loose for a while.
Oh, they got those barbs. Like,
Yeah.
That's so gross.
Awful.
All right, all
sounds
right.
cool.
Gee, Kevin just stole the goddamn show. He can't be talking about all this nonsense.
Yeah, are you censored now?
I don't know.
It's True TV. They usually they specialize in repo shows, so I don't think that he's too
Oh,
sensitive.
that is a pretty big
I
dog
don't
dick.
know.
That
I
is
don't
a
want to look
huge
at
dick.
it.
Look at that.
All right, Marcus.
That shit
Move
look
on
like
for
a
fuck's
chicken
sake.
leg.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? All right.
ones, too.
That's actually very human looking.
Yeah,
All right,
that's-
move on. Get it off. All right. Everything's fine. I want the NSA to find you. I want you to be arrested. You're going to walk into the studio and be like, where's Marcus? Be like, we haven't seen him in weeks.
That dog had 3 solid inches on him.
Guantanamo Bay, you man.
Fine ass doggy dick.
I feel like female
Get
pit
that
bulls.
doggy dick.
Also, when they're pregnant, I feel like they have the most breast-like udder nipples that hang down from their nether regions. You ever stared at them?
Yeah, that's what they call their nipples, the Zebrowskis. Yeah, that's good and funny.
I don't
Thank you, Ben.
get that, and I don't think
Let's
it's
move
funny.
on. I don't want to talk about dog dicks anymore.
What you meant, and then I'll
Because
give you my reaction.
the droopy sort of
We talk
disgusting
about-
looking nipple.
You talk about pornography?
Yeah, sure.
You like
absolutely.
pornography? I know
yeah.
you love pornography, Ben.
Pornography?
Are you saying something lewd
Oh, is
right
it
now,
daddy-daughter?
Did we not want to
porn?
talk about the girl getting railed on? By
I mean,
her
we can
doggy
talk
dog?
about the dog getting railed
We
on.
can talk
Ben?
about
How many pumps?
I mean, it was long enough where the cops, she was doing it in her backyard. The cops were called, and the cops came to the scene. So, I mean, response
slow
time
is-
for
is
Las
slow.
Vegas cops has got to be pretty slow. So it had to have been a while. And they said when they showed up, she just stood up and said, "Hi."
Well, that's what you say.
She was all relaxed. She just came.
That was a cry for help. She got a bed, fucking light some candles.
If I'm fucking a dog, I'm doing it in the shower.
You think so?
Right in the bathroom. You're not going to get caught. You clean right up.
No, swimming
dogs
pool.
don't like to.
Nah, but water
Swimming
and
pool's still
vagina
outside.
juice, it gets gritty.
Well, no, you don't.
It's
right.
gritty.
You don't turn the shower on until you're done. You're just in the tub.
Okay. Oh, all right.
You're just hanging out in the tub.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Surfboard and a dog.
Yeah.
You feel uncomfortable, Holden?
No. I'm just saying it would be an uncomfortable, awkward space to be doing that in. The tub is not comfortable.
I agree.
No, I'm completely
You're already
comfortable with this
fucking a
conversation.
dog. Why does it have to be comfortable?
I mean, that's the thing. I guess you don't really give a shit about comfort at this point because you are sort of an animal.
Because you're making love. That's why you want to be comfortable.
I mean, I have a picture.
They'd probably arrest the dog for having sex with you, Holden.
She is actually
Am I right?
okay looking. She has crazy eyes, though.
Well, no, she's obviously a meth head. I mean, look at all the. Look at all the.
Oh, no, from that angle.
She's actually kind of hot.
She used to be hot.
Oh, wow.
I would hate to be the dude who had to wait for her to give up the pussy and then she gave it to a dog. Like you took her on
yeah.
You know, there was some dude trying to have sex with her and being nice to her, and she just fucked this dog.
Make sure she get home safe.
You look at this woman. This is a woman that's racing to the bottom. Yeah, she's trying to find her bottom as fast as she possibly can.
Well, I bet there's like 4 dudes that just give her money for no reason.
Sure.
Well, that sounds great.
That's not bad. Jackie, you ever get money from a random guy?
No, of course not.
It happens, though. A lot of ladies, it happens to some chicks. No.
No.
Okay.
Not me. I never take that. I'm not racing towards the bottom.
What kind of dog was this chick fucking then?
Pitbull.
Oh, another pitbull.
Yeah.
Pitbulls are sexy. They're muscular.
They're the black guys of the animal world.
Yeah, good size.
All right. Well, that's been a nice 15 minutes on dog fucking.
Yeah.
I love it.
We can move to pornography. How's about pornography?
That's actually a cleaner subject.
Good
than dog
human on
fucking.
human.
Human pornography.
Standard normal pornography, right?
Okay.
I know you like pornography, Ben.
Why do you keep on saying that? Everyone likes.
I feel like you have a Ben in a porno or something. That should be sad as fuck.
If I have a what?
Watching you in a
You
porno.
good in the porn?
Oh, it would be great. Yeah. Loose skin for weeks. It was really, really wonderful.
Flying Squirrel Part 6.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I call it. Yeah, I'm the flying squirrel. And then,
I just thought of
chicks
this,
just
man.
nibble on it and shit.
If you stand outside and like it's like a strong breeze is coming through, your skin flaps like flap in the wind.
That's how I know what direction to go.
That's the worst thing I can think
You
of.
must have endorphins.
It's
You're
good
like
when he's
Legolas.
tired. He can just, float down the street.
Yeah.
He's like a kite.
Just pulls the flaps out. Yeah.
So do you go swimming and kids just sit around you and just hold on to your fat?
Yeah. They call me the bloop and drown me at the bottom of the pool. It's really
Farts
great.
a bunch.
Yeah, and then they let me up.
If you ever get stuck on a sailboat, this is the guy you want.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
And he loves pornography.
Yes, he does. And
I've heard this.
particular type of pornography we're talking about right now, Canadian pornography.
Yes.
Yes.
I've
The
heard
light
of
porn?
tell of this Canadian pornography
Just women
story.
fucking
No,
trees.
thank you.
A lot of syrup. A lot of syrup.
Yeah.
A lot of boots.
Boots.
Time.
I'm a boot to fuck you.
Canada's broadcasting regulator wants to see more locally made porn on Canadian television, judging by a notice on its website that accuses 3 channels of failing to meet licensing requirements. The Canadian Radio, Television and Telecommunications Commission, the CRTC, said 3 Toronto-based adult channels have failed to provide a minimum of 35% Canadian content.
It's very difficult in Canada.
In case you guys didn't know, in Canada, all broadcasting is required to have 35% Canadian content, no matter what.
And it all goes through the government, which is why big government is bad, and it inhibits free speech.
Are you Canadian?
No. I was talking to my Canadian friend. It's very difficult to sell a show because you have to go through the government to do
They
it.
should just start using human trafficking.
For what?
To get them, import them, use them, and then it's made on their land, and then you ship them back to where they came from.
But I think they have to be Canadians having sex in the porn.
Yeah, you get
show
the
birth certificates and shit.
Are there any Canadian porn stars?
I looked, and there was one, and I did watch a Canadian porn.
She's disgusting.
Yeah.
The one that I watched, it was
Debbie
like,
Mounty.
Yeah, it was like Canadian porn, blah, blah, blah. Let's see here. Canadian Babe Banged. She was all right. Like she wasn't. She
What about the
talked.
dudes,
She
though?
talked way too
Did
much.
she apologize a lot?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
There's too many excuse me's in Canadian porn.
Yeah, it was the Canadian porn star is named Capri Cavani.
Oh, okay.
She's black.
Shit
Capri
name.
does Quebec.
Let's see
Sounds
here.
like she's fucking
This is her.
Let's see her.
She looks like
Oh, she's
Rachel
not great.
Feinstein.
Yeah, she's
She's
super
way
hot.
hot.
Yeah, she's
super
what the
hot.
fuck is wrong with you,
Go to
man?
that one picture where that
No,
other
no, no.
girl is
She
eating
is
her
nice.
Which
one?
one? The one with the butt eating.
Yeah, we don't want to
Yeah,
eat
let's see her
porn. Look at that.
butt.
With the butt out.
She's a porn
The
star.
buddy, the one that everyone should look at.
Look at that.
That's fantastic.
Is she wearing a Santa hat?
Merry
Yes,
Christmas.
well, you know, it's all about the holiday
It's a
spirit.
Christmas one.
Yeah.
She's just giving, not receiving.
Look at that.
That
All right,
is
change it.
beautiful.
I
Season.
haven't looked at
I'm gonna
pornography
send
in
that
weeks.
Christmas card to all my family.
You been taking a break off of porn?
Yeah, I don't know.
What? Why? I thought
mean, not
you
really.
loved pornography.
What is this? What had happened to you?
Ben Kissel is lewd.
No.
He's a very lewd human being.
I'm into
who
that. I'm into it,
loves
man. I like that. I
pornography.
like that shot, though.
But
I'll tell you that
Marcus,
much.
what about male Canadian porn stars? There's got to be a lot of them. They're all
Oh,
hot.
sure. Yeah.
All right.
You think
I
Canadian men are hot?
Are you like
because
that?
I'm a lady. It's just because of Friday Night Lights, but
And it was International Ladies' Day yesterday, I
who
believe.
gives
right?
a fuck?
You didn't like it?
Oh yeah,
No.
the Canadian male porn star. Yeah, the fucking serial killer cannibal Canadian male porn star.
What do you mean the serial killer cannibal
The
Canadian porn
Asian-looking
star?
dude?
Yeah, he killed a Chinese guy.
Oh, he beheaded him.
Yeah, he beheaded him and ate him.
And then got on
That's
a bus.
right.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's right. Luke Magnotta. That's right.
And
So he's in prison though, so they don't got him.
No,
You know.
he's out. He's
I
done.
think that's why it dipped below 35%.
Probably, yeah. This guy was probably pulling a lot of weight. But no, he was a gay male porn star though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, all male porn stars are gay. Except
Well, you got to
for,
go
like,
gay
Peter
for pay.
North.
Yeah.
I mean, some aren't gay though.
Yeah, like James Dean, I guess.
Gay for pay, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
Work your way up to the open mics.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Eddie, it was 1,000.
Right, Kevin?
Pornography.
Eddie, what do you think? $1,000 to go into a drainage, situation, sewer. But how much would it be for gay for pay? What do you got to do?
I can't do
$1 million, $2
No,
million?
if you're giving, it's different.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You
I
ever
don't
gave
think
it,
I'd do I don't
Monroe?
think $1 million.
No, but hey, man, for
Be
the
honest.
right money,
Yeah, how much would it be
our
for you?
family got to eat. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'd do it for 50 million.
50 million?
Maybe that'd be the lowest amount of money you could pay me to do that.
Really?
I mean,
50
50 million,
million?
I'd have to do it.
It's just a hole.
Yeah, it's the thing. I'll get over it with my millions.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
but at a
just-
certain point, it's just like, I would just believe in myself and my future.
That's it,
I
man.
don't think I'd do it.
Is it going to be recorded? Oh, it's porn.
It has to be, yeah.
yeah.
Otherwise, it's prostitution, and that's illegal.
Yeah.
It has to be recorded.
Are all these are Canadian chicks?
Yeah, this one, Christy
She's not
Lee. She is. That's what you expect a Canadian porn star to look like, right?
Sure,
yeah,
It
a
looks
little
like she can
big.
read.
She's
And,
wearing a
Yeah,
sweater.
wide face.
There.
Very boring.
yeah, she is. She's
Got
wearing.
skis on.
It's getting better as you scroll
Yeah,
down,
all of
though.
these people look like
Jeez,
Midwest,
Wow,
like
Grace
housewives.
Harlow.
Ooh.
All right, Jesse
Yeah.
Capelli.
Everybody's boning up right
All
now.
right,
It's
get
making
over
me
it.
uncomfortable, all right?
That's my favorite.
Kate Ground.
Kate Ground, where she puts her mouth when she's taking it in the rear.
Ew.
All right, who knows?
I like
Who
the
knows?
Brody Stevens voice, too. He said it like Brody.
Oh my goodness!
It's pretty fascinating that
Who
the
the fuck
government
is
is
that?
really pushing this, right? They're like, we need
Yeah.
more Canadian porn stars in Canadian porn.
Absolutely, you got to have that equal opportunity
It's
in
so
Canada.
sad that that's even a thing for them.
I mean, really, Canada, they should be going for above 50% with the porn stars. Don't you think? I mean, 35, that's a fairly...
They got the Frenchies there. Aren't the French girls fucking stinky
French
hot?
Canadians.
Yeah.
The conspiracy theorist in me is like, this is some kind of a scheme. Some guy, a big fundraiser, someone is like, I need to get some government money for my porn industry empire.
Right.
And, now it's like, we need more than 35%.
Government sanctioned porno.
Yeah.
Kind of like it.
It can't be good.
No,
It
just use
cannot be good.
prisoners.
Yeah.
Use prison. This is what you would do?
Yeah, force prisoners to do it.
So as opposed to like that movie Death Race, where they had a
Probably
race and
love
all
it.
things like that. You
Yeah.
just want to have like nothing but porn at the Jackie Zebrowski prison.
Yeah.
You're all getting together in the showers and making some hot smut.
Yeah, and then they fight each other to death.
This is actually a great premise for a porno.
Yeah.
I love
I would
porn
watch it.
prison
Isn't
or
it?
prison porn.
I didn't even know
I've
this
never
existed.
even- I never
prison
looked
porn
at
is
Oh,
great.
yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't government weed supposed to be better weed? So maybe government porn, it's like,
Who
'cause
knows?
They have the resources.
I mean,
they can go like big budget.
It's probably not kinky, though.
Politicians are nothing but kinky. Anyone with power has their balls stomped on constantly, shit all over their mouth. Look at Hitler, for Christ's sake.
I like this prison porn idea. You know, you take a couple busloads of female prisoners, a couple busloads of male prisoners, stick them all in the yard together, have them go at it.
But Warden, I can't. And then they just fucking rape her with a fucking nightstick.
Yeah. You either.
Oh, wow.
You haven't seen one like that?
I don't think so.
I don't think I have watched one of those.
Man,
you guys have never seen Caged Heat?
Caged Heat?
Caged Heat. Caged Heat, famous lesbian softcore porno from the 90s.
Pam Grier's in it. Huh? Pam Grier's in it, right?
She did.
She did a bunch of those women prison.
She did. You're thinking of those older, the exploitation.
That's the 1974 one, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So she wasn't it.
Yeah.
Jonathan Demme.
There was a different Caged Heat.
I don't know. That's the guy who directed The Wall. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, should it be like Caged Meat or something like that if it's the porno version? I mean, Caged Heat.
It's lesbian, though, right?
See, I'm just not into the whole prison thing. I mean, with the porn, because it's like, I just know they're all stinky and shit. And like,
No, it's in the showers.
Yeah, I guess they are in the showers and whatnot, but I'm not.
They're all whores.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's a porno. They're good people, but for the role.
Ed, how dirty are these whores we're talking about?
I mean, they're just real dirty whores. They're so dirty that they're in fucking prison.
Yeah.
Chain Heat. You know, there's a whole genre. Yeah, Chain Heat. There's a whole genre called women in prison films. Here's just some of the ones that we have in America. The Concrete Jungle.
Yeah.
Chain Heat. Cell Block
Linda Blair was in Chain Heat.
Linda Blair was in Chain Heat. Cell Block Sisters, Caged Hearts, Bad Girls Dormitory.
Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah.
Under Lock and Key, and Caged Fear.
Isn't there another
movie called like Pussycat Kill or something like that?
Faster Pussycat Kill. Yeah, that's a Roger Corman movie.
That's not prison?
No, that's not prison.
And that's not a porno either.
No, it's not. But there's a lot of tits.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Isn't there
Great
like
movie.
Black Pussycat, White Heat, or something like that?
Well, we could just try to remember all the names of the movies that we've jacked off to in the past that were about
Farty
prison.
Pussy Goes to Washington?
Oh, no, that started Stinky Stewart.
Yeah.
Stinky Stewart stars in Farty Pussy Goes to Washington.
Yeah. Bill's house, Jim's house.
Now he's been filibustering his ass up there for about 18 hours now. Stop feeding him beef.
This is great. You should put that on your show, Kevin.
Yeah. Tonight's segment should be pitching Kevin's sketch ideas. Just so I don't have to do it anymore. So I'm taking
this
that one.
retard.
We're all trying to get a writing job right now.
But he's black.
Farty Pussy Goes to Washington. Soundtrack written by John Philip Sousa.
Oh, man. It writes itself. That's the problem.
Flawless.
The only problem is it writes itself too quickly, and then your show's done and written.
Yeah. All right, Marcus. Any other stories here?
We got one more story.
Right.
This one's out of Nigeria.
Okay.
Boo.
Really?
Oh, wow.
That's Nigeria, you're Croatia, Ed.
What do you think about Nigeria, Ed?
I don't care about it.
Go back to Africa.
Oh, man.
Well, that's where we are.
We all came from Africa.
A 42-year-old father,
I used to be an
Pedro.
orangutan.
Huh?
You used to be an orangutan.
Yeah. Then I got a shirt.
Yeah, that's about it. That's about it.
He just gave him a shirt. Oh, man. He didn't get pants for another 5 years after that. The problem just fucking monkey dick just fucking swinging around. All right, I'm over it. All right, I'm still laughing, but it's good.
A 42-year-old father, Pedro Enegbi, has told an Ebute Meta magistrates court that a spirit
Congratulations on nailing that name.
Yeah, man.
You
don't know that.
No, yeah.
That's my job, is to make it sound good.
Yeah. His real name is like Jeffrey Thomas. And you're like, okay, well, you really had some creative license there.
Jeffrey Thompson.
No one fact checks me on this stuff.
No, it doesn't matter.
So this guy, Pedro Enegbe, told the court that a spirit asked him to rape his 15-year-old daughter to get a job. He said the voice ordered him to rape the girl shortly after he lost his job and was idle at home. He said The father of 3 said, I'm actually living with my wife and 3 children. I have 2 girls and a boy. She is my firstborn. I have had sex with her just 2 times. On how it all began, he said, I did it because I thought it was God talking to me, but later I knew it was an evil spirit. The voice said I needed power. To get the power, the voice said I must damage some things. I started destroying the clutch and brake of the vehicle I was given to drive. Then the voice told me I should stop delivering money to the owner of the vehicle after each day's work. I stopped, and I was sacked. I became idle after I lost my job. The voice came again, saying I should have sex with my daughter, or else I would not get another job.
All the people that get murdered in Africa, and this guy's still alive.
Mm-hmm. And he said, so that's why I slept with her.
All right. Well, I love this story.
I don't think it was an evil spirit. I think Jackie needed a new cameraman for the porn prison.
Yeah, it's very possible.
I wouldn't go to Nigeria for a cameraman. They don't have cameras.
I agree with that.
A good purse, but not a camera.
So he's in trouble for this.
I love this picture they have of him too. He's just folding his arms, like, yeah, you know, I did it. Whatever.
Yeah, he's like,
it is a fair.
He looks mildly annoyed.
Yeah, he does look annoyed. Yeah,
I can't believe you think that I did something wrong.
Why am I even here?
Did he get a job?
No.
He didn't get a job. No. He got fired, and he didn't get the job because he raped his daughter
there. Yeah.
Right. So the voice was wrong.
It was wrong.
It was very wrong.
Okay.
That's honestly surprising.
It is.
You hear a fucking voice, you expect it to be fucking right on the money.
So basically, he was just one voice was like, "I'm tired and I want to go home and I don't want to have this job anymore."
Yeah.
And then he did that, and the other voice was like, "I want to have sex with my daughter."
Well, the man is clearly schizophrenic. I mean,
I think he just wanted to like not have a job and have sex with his daughter.
Yeah.
Just shoot him in the fucking head.
Sure. Sure.
For Christ's
I raised this pussy. I should be able to test it out.
I brought you into the world. I should be able to have sex with you and even go to jail for doing it.
Don't apologize to me. It's just,
Isn't that Bill Cosby's bit on Why Is There Air? I brought you into this world.
Bill Cosby did
I'm gonna have
do
sex
that
with
bit.
you. Yeah. I'm going to go to jail for doing that disgusting thing.
That's the most amazing Bill Cosby impression I've ever heard, Ben Kissel. You have to take that on the road.
I will.
Let's hear it again.
I'll tell you, I'm Bill Cosby.
all right.
I mean, honestly, thank you.
He's here.
Bill.
Well, I just want to say,
ladies and gentlemen, today we have the most amazing chuckle hunter.
Oh, what's his name?
We got Bill Cosby in the chuckle hut.
this message is for Monroe Martin and Kevin Barnett. You guys got to get your act together. Start acting more white. I am Bill Cosby.
All right.
That is pretty much what he said for the past
Straight
30
from the man
years.
himself. Listeners at home, that was Ben Kissel.
Oh,
Yeah, that was Ben.
No, you ruined it.
I'm
you
sorry,
ruined it
but
for the
I just
audience.
wanted to blow their fucking minds right now.
Yeah, I know.
No one knew. No one knew.
That's great. Nobody knew.
We're going to have to
about
get you a raise.
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Well, there's no raise. We haven't been paid ever. We don't get paid for our work.
Okay, we're going into a dark hole.
All right,
We don't get paid for the craft that we've worked so hard on.
Gotta pull you out of
It's
it.
time for a segment from Holden McNeely.
Well, Saturday was International Women's Day, but more importantly, today, Sunday, when this is being recorded, is International Meatball Day.
Just national.
National, either way.
Other countries don't have meatballs.
Nah, that's the
Some
problem.
of them do, but not all of them. Nigeria definitely doesn't
they
have
don't
fucking
have
meatballs. Except for that sweet fucking 15-year-old man. That's a meatball. Fucking put it in the gravy.
So Marcus is
Jackie,
roundtable.
Good God.
I'm dark today. I don't know. It's only dark
we're all
thoughts
fucked
today.
in our bullshit. So Marcus is the mayor of the fucking town we all live in, and we have to. He wants to have a big festivities for Meatball Day, so we're all gonna pitch him our festivity ideas. And I'm gonna go first, and I'm not gonna make it up on the spot, okay? Because I thought about this earlier.
Good.
Okay. So the thing that happens on Meatball Day, there's a big man in a meatball costume.
Good.
Okay? And the whole point is you got to chase him through the streets. And everyone has gigantic knives and forks, but like big, huge ones like the size of your body. And you run down the street, you chase him, he's like, don't cut me up, don't stick a fucking fork in me. And you're just like, yeah. And then just hundreds of people chasing this dude. We get him into a corner, and they all just fucking staring at him. His fucking meatball body,
it's like the
right?
lottery.
Yeah, it's like the lottery, right? But real life, like we always wanted it to be.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is the man in the meatball costume is going to be whatever dog fucker we can find that year. We'll round up the dog fuckers, put them in meatball costumes, and stab them to death with a fucking fork and knife. And then you come out dressed in fucking lederhosen, and you fucking a big cock. Like,
Germans don't have meatballs.
They do.
Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah, they do.
Not real meatballs.
Jackie,
Yeah, they're
get outta
realist
here.
meatballs.
They got hamburgers.
And
Yeah.
big beers.
All right. So this is your
He
idea.
comes out in fucking lederhosen, and he holds a cock measuring contest with the biggest men in the town.
All right.
So it seems more like a cock measuring contest than a meatball contest.
Maybe
Oh,
so. Maybe
All this
so.
just
All
for
right.
men to pull out their dicks.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Can we replace, because that seems more appropriate for a sausage festival. Can we measure circumference of testicles?
Balls.
Yeah.
We have a ball measuring
A
contest.
ball measuring yeah.
Ed
Which,
will have
But you
to-
just gave him the fucking idea, Marcus.
No, Marcus did not. I had the idea before, and I told him about it, and I was like, keep this idea. I want you to, because I wanted us to have interplay in the episode.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Thanks
I
for
said,
pulling back the curtain, Ben.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks,
so sorry.
Ben. I guess we all know who the fucking wizard is in the Wizard of Oz now.
Uh-huh.
All right, so that's my idea. Originally.
All right. That's very good. Anybody else want to go?
Oh,
Jackie.
and also Mr. Farty goes to Washington is in there.
All right.
Oh, that's a totally different thing. You want a meatball story?
This is not it's not my turn.
Oh, we're going to go in order?
Yeah, we always
yeah.
go in order.
I mean, I just heard of this segment now, but I'll go with my first thing that I thought of, which is on Meatball Day. What we do is we gather every rapper in town, all the rappers that we have in town, and we all make them hold as many meatballs as they can in their hands.
Yeah.
And then they go into a vegan restaurant, and everyone that's in there eating, they shit in their mouths.
Ooh, I think that might be the winner.
Yeah. Does anyone else even have to go?
So white rappers.
I don't know.
That'd be funny. It seems funny.
So unless you're gonna go the angle like how many rhymes can you get and how many meatballs?
Yeah, it's like,
No,
so you're not
no,
going to
no, no.
utilize the
None of that,
rapping
dude.
talents at
It's
all.
just rappers holding meatballs and shitting in
I don't
vegans'
understand
mouths.
how he needs to explain that a second time. I think it's just,
Yeah, that was so simple.
My question is, why would the people eat at the vegan restaurants on Meatball Day? Why would anybody go there if that was supposed
They were
to happen?
vegan.
Dedicated vegans. Yeah,
That's the
it's
only
awesome,
place that's not serving meatballs
Probably
that
gets more
day.
fucking protein from the fucking meat eater's poop than the fucking dumbass vegetables are
Yeah, they're all
eating.
having falafel and shit.
Yeah, those fucks.
Falafels are meatballs. Well, the meat.
No, they're not. No, falafel is not at all a meatball.
It's
They're
just a ball.
vegetable meatballs.
It's got to have meat in it to be a meat, but you can't have it's a veggie ball or a falafel.
All right, Ben, what is your idea?
I never heard of such a thing. Falafel is a meatball.
just comparing-
There's no meat in it.
He's saying they're similar in what they are.
They're round.
What they represent.
Yeah, there's a bunch of things that are round that are different.
All right.
I'm just saying.
What's your idea?
I got so upset.
I just can't deal with all this
I don't
stuff.
understand why you're so mad about it.
Sorry I hurt you, man.
No, No, I'm just kidding. So you got to take a bunch of LSD, and then when you're tripping nuts on LSD, they bake you into a huge meatball with another person, and then the first person to get out of that meatball is the winner of Meatball Day.
Ooh,
And
I
that's
want to
it.
watch that.
Yeah.
What's that prize?
You know, life, because the other guy gets cooked, and then everybody eats it.
So
It's sort of like a jigsaw. It's like Saw, you know.
So again, another sort of lottery idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So you have to fight with the person inside. Like, I want to get out of this meatball more than you want to get out of this meatball, but you're both tripping fucking nuts.
God, I would never want to be stuck
And you
in
don't
a
want to
meatball
eat
with this guy.
You
man.
don't want to eat when you're tripping nuts either. So it's like difficult to eat that much meatball to get out of the meatball.
So you're having to eat your way out of the meatball.
By
You
a
can't just
full, like-
claw your way out.
Well, I guess you could claw. You're gonna have to eat some of it.
Could you also do it with a falafel?
No, because that's not a meatball.
It's a
Because it's not
form of
falafel.
meatball.
It is not a form of
It's
meatball.
a chickpea meatball.
It's not.
It is. It's a chickpea ball. Meatball. It's very simple.
Ball is meat in the name, man.
Yes,
It's got no
but
thing. It's a ball of meat.
the falafel ball was the alternative to a meatball.
I can't deal with it.
I'm not even sure I should allow you to participate in this.
Oh my God!
I'll call it Monroe Martin is disqualified.
All right.
And your name is now Martin Morrow. Put that in the top.
But can you give me your idea for Meatball Appreciation Day, and I'll just use that one?
Appreciation Day. Mine's is
This is Jackie's and
change
yours.
the world. What we should do is we should take the meatballs that have LSD in them, go over to Indonesia, feed those kids in the sweat factories so they can make more Jordans. All right.
Oh, well, all right.
That's it.
Well, I mean, I don't know what
better
that has to do with
Jordans.
America.
I want better Jordans. I don't give a fuck about America. It's about my feet.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, when it comes to footwear, no one gives a fuck about America. Yeah, that's
It's more
true.
like National Shoe Day, but I'll take it.
All right.
Jackie.
You know, I've been trying to come up with another idea because my idea kind of got squandered by Holden's. But you know what? I think it's better than Holden's idea.
Oh.
I think that National Meatball Day should be an appreciation for all the fat people, and then it should be the day for the fucking skinnies to hide. And so we always are singing on top of all smoky, all covered in cheese. I lost my own meatball because somebody fucking sneezed. And what we're gonna fucking do is that it's gonna be just like, ooh, The Purge. So it's the purge for fat people, and then if we get inside those fucking
If it's
skinny
the purge for
pieces
fat
of
people, it
shit.
should be called the binge, right?
Yeah. The purge.
It's
for
called
skinny
Meatball fucking Appreciation Day, is what it's called, because we are Americans, and I like to have a good national name for my day. So if you get in, you feed them, you give them a good time. You definitely get those vegetarians to eat as much meat as possible, because I just heard about this thing called sausages, and it makes me very mad.
Like a Jersey man.
Sausages all the time. Take a bunch of fucking
Sausages.
veal and just shove it in a vegetarian's
That's what I'm
ears.
fucking saying. So we're gonna do that to them, and then, hope they die.
All
You
right.
do realize that I am a skinny person.
Yeah.
No, you have fat mind.
Skinny.
See, I do have fat.
Fat
No.
friends.
No.
I do have a lot of
Shut
all
up,
my
fat.
friends.
You're fat too.
You're fat.
Yeah, I'm fine with being fat, but
Monroe,
he's
though, I'm
skinny.
sorry. You're out.
I'm fat.
No. Barnett, though, we're all together in this.
What?
Yeah, you're fat.
I didn't listen for
I'm
a second.
fat.
Oh, yeah, I'm fat, man.
No,
Everyone
that's
at
why
this table is
you
kind
are
of
the
big.
Except
ringleader
him.
of all of us.
Okay.
And we trust you because you know
skinny
the meat, you know
motherfucker.
horses,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
the land.
I do know horses.
And you put your money behind us.
That is true. All right. I like it.
All right, let's go to Ed.
I was thinking maybe like a whole series of tents. I wanted to have themed tents. I wanted to make your own meatball tent. You look at a sick cow, you hit it with a hammer a bunch, tenderize the meat, get in there with an ice cream scooper, dip it in the fryer, little mini, make it yourself meatballs. You get to meet
Wait, you killed a cow? Like, I was just looking at you?
Actually,
with a
no, we're
hammer?
going to keep the cow alive on dialysis, so we can it's just a fucking head watching everyone eat it. And then I was thinking maybe we have a Canadian meatball tent where you can have Canadian meatball heroes, which is just a pancake with a bunch of meatballs in it with syrup. You eat that. That'd be a pretty good treat.
It's fun.
35% of the cows have to come from Canada, though.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then and it's served by Canadian porn stars. Let's get these ladies out there. Let's get some press for these girls.
Interesting for
Yeah.
U.S. National Meatball Day. There's like
Canadians
Canada
seem
going
to be.
on.
Then why not just have them around anyway? If they're making meatballs, I'm down. If I'm going to 4th of July tent and someone's selling Italian sausages, I might buy one. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Seems a little
you're telling me
anti-American,
you don't want a pancake with a bunch of meatballs and syrup on top? You're not going to try that?
I'm going to tell you I'm not going to try it.
You're not going to try that?
I'm just going to tell
It's
you
gonna
I'm
be
not.
fucking
Not
delicious.
I'm not
meatball
gonna
with
have it.
spaghetti sauce on it, just a plain meatball.
Yeah, no, that's not happening.
No.
And then meatball cannons. Shoot a bunch of meatballs
like
into
that,
the
though.
crowd.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like
you
that.
get
I
the
like
meatball
that.
brigade. You get little helmets on them. They be like, da-da-na-na-na, hey, and they're shooting meatballs
Can
out
we
in the
put
crowd.
children- I like.
Kids
We
are
put
eating
children
it,
in the
catching
cannons.
People's, we put children can fire the cannon.
Little fat kids,
Yeah.
meatballs.
Yeah.
Shoot 'em.
And there's a guy talking shit to you above a water tank. You throwing meatballs at him. You're trying to get him in the spaghetti sauce.
I like this. That's fun.
This is, I'm
That's
trying to
fun.
build a whole carnival.
A carnival
Yeah,
atmosphere.
a whole
Yeah.
big carnival. Instead of a Ferris wheel, you guys just you dive into a big ball of meat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun. I like that.
Yeah. All right. So here's what I'm going to do here.
Well, we got meatball.
We got
still
meatball.
got
Of course, meatball.
Boy, he's the host.
Oh, I see. So
Yeah,
meatball,
yeah,
you just run the whole show.
I I'm thinking like field day.
You know, I always feel like Meatball should make the decision on this situation.
Whoa. Wow.
So I can't. Well, okay.
Marcus, I feel like we should do a rare Marcus pitch Meatball Day to Meatball. I mean, it's very rare we're in the presence.
That is true. That is true. I have not thought about this
no one
in the
thinks
least
about it. Yeah, that's the whole thing. Now you understand why it's miserable to do these.
Yes, it is. So on National Meatball Day, what we're going to do is we're going to take the meatballs, the lesser known meatballs of the world. We're not going to do beef. We're not going to do pork. We're going to do raccoons.
Nice.
We're going to do possums.
Alligators.
Alligators.
I will never eat a possum.
Kangaroo.
You should try it sometime. Okay. Rabbits. All sorts of weird, strange shit. We're just going to showcase the vermin of the world in National
Hamster.
Meatball Day.
I like it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Guinea
Guinea
pig.
pig, yeah.
Yeah. Anything
pigs
that
are
it
gonna
cannot be beef and it cannot be pork.
Yeah.
Or goat. Can't be goat.
Can't be goat.
No.
Can't be chickpeas. That's for goddamn sure.
What
Fuck
about what about like parakeets or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Parakeets.
Anything that's meat.
You're very small. Get a parrot.
Yeah.
All right, Meatball. What do you think?
Who
What do
are
you
you
want
going with?
representing your day?
Don't just go with the last thing you heard.
I kind of like Jackie's. I'm kind of
Wow.
going with Jackie.
That is a surprise win, guys.
There you
I'm kind
go.
of going with Jackie. I like it.
Meatball chooses Jackie. Wow,
my
Jackie.
God.
Jackie with the win.
I don't even know what to say. I hope that fat people take over the world and eventually all skinny people will be dead.
We need it.
Yeah, I agree
We need it
completely.
dead. Can we get one day? We need
Not
it.
you, Marcus,
It's
though.
Meatball Day.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. You're protected under the Fat Act. Keep
Yeah,
us
we'll
all,
have a lot of laws,
Yeah.
making sure that the skinny people we like.
But if
don't
you
be
start
killed.
slacking on your goddamn work, Marcus, oh boy.
If I start slacking on my work, you're all the fat, lazy ones.
That's goddamn right, and we're gonna stay that way, you fucking monkey. Press the button.
Well, I don't even know.
goddamn
You're
gorillas.
just going insane.
Always with the gorillas.
Yeah, he's all right. That's the round table. Jackie, Eddie, Holden, Kevin. Thank you for
yourself.
being here.
I'm the
Monroe.
meatball queen.
Meatball. Thank you, Marcus, and I am Ben. And we will talk to you guys very soon.
Yeah.
Good night.
And send in pictures and send in hellos.
Yeah.
Shut up.
At RT of Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Facebook,
on
Facebook group.
Still need that
What's your
ball pick.
Facebook?
No ball.
Monroe Martin III.
Yeah, Monroe Martin III.
Yeah, very
Fat
good.
Boy Barnett. Congratulations, Kevin. We're all
Yes.
happy for you.
Well, thank you.
Very happy.
What's the name of the show? When's it coming out? Do you know?
Friends of the people, probably sometime end of summer.
Fuck yeah.
All
Love
right.
it so much.
Talk to you soon.
What is in the show?